Hello folks, Joey Led Stippin back here for another video. Finally, no excuses. Just been very busy and really haven't been behind the computer all too much. Been on my phone, sending out Facebook statuses and stuff, but can't record videos on my phone. I mean, I could, but it would look pretty awful. Drinking some morning coffee, it's 10:03 a.m., slept pretty good, and yeah, so we're here. And this isn't something really that I had in mind to review, but a little story. We were out one night, and me, Britton, and his sister, Carissa, we stopped at a gas station. I was lazy. Of course, I'm 18. I had money. I could go in and buy it, but I'm actually 20, but I'm over 18, of course. Jittered on coffee. Sorry. So I'm just like, could you get me a can of Skoal mint? She's like, sure. It's not what she came out with. She said, you wanted Skoal Wintergreen, right? I got the 2-pack because it was what they had. And I'm not the kind of guy, I don't like to hurt people's feelings or say when they're wrong, because I don't know, that's just how I am. So I said, yeah, that's what I asked for, but that's okay, because Skoal mint I couldn't review because I reviewed it recently. I don't think I've reviewed this since like 2011. I know in 2013 I reviewed the fine cut, which isn't too bad, but the long cut, it's been a long time. So instead of my normal thing lately where I take like 100 minutes before I pack a lip, we're going to get right to it and then I'm going to talk. But first, we need to do the presentation. This is my first time ever getting a 2-can roll. You don't really see them up north. Up north, you don't really buy by the roll. Most places just sell you by the tin, unless you go to a family-owned place and whatever. Corporate stores will just give you a fucking tin. So, don't really see these 2-can rolls up north. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't know all what flavors they have. I'm pretty sure only Skoal's doing it. I could be completely wrong. Presentation, nothing special. I like the 2-can roll though. But we're going to rip into it with my short-ass fingernails. I cut them really short. And judge the can itself. Boop! Open it on up. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I can already smell it. Neither of them are cracked. I just took them out of the 2-can roll and I can already smell the shit. Not promising. But yeah, presentation of the can. Nothing too special. Just green, honeycomb, newer Skoal design. Nothing bad, nothing too special. Of course, we have the metal lid, the plastic bottom, and the date is sell by October 25th, 2015. So, at least it's a good date, right? Good date for a shitty dip. Doesn't make up for it. But nonetheless, we're going to crack right into it. I know you guys loved when the tins are uncracked. See how short my thumbnail is? Just goes to show you really don't need a long thumbnail to do this. And some people use a knife or whatever. I really don't care like a lot of the dipping community does. If you want to use a knife or whatever, I don't care. Use what you want to use. But I use my nail. I know a lot of people use the index. I use the thumb. Okay, so very dark. What the fuck's this? I haven't got Skoal in a while. It says a pinch better like that under the lid now. I didn't know that. My Skoal mint tin didn't, because I did end up getting Skoal mint eventually. But it smells like I remember it, unfortunately. It smells sweet, kind of like Cope Wintergreen, except it has... Should probably make it clear that Skoal was the first Wintergreen ever. Except Fine Cut was the first one. Long Cut came out later, along with mint. It does smell like I remember it. It has a very plasticky... I don't know how else to describe it. It has a very plasticky scent. And that's really the only way I can describe it.
And I can do this voice, apparently! I've never done this voice before, but I'm doing it now because I can do it now! Oh, I got a furball stuck in my throat! I got a furball stuck in my throat!
Went to grab the wrong tin, the one that's uncracked. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, because judging by the smell, and the fact that I'm sick of wintergreens right now, I'm on a mint kick. I like mints better at the moment. It's always changing. People ask, what's your everyday dip? Is it still Cope Natural? What is it? I've kind of come to realize I don't have an everyday dip. I just kind of dip whatever I'm in the mood for. I have kicks with different flavors and different brands. And yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. Anyways, enough digression, because I've already taken longer than I wanted to pack a lip. So we're going to pack a lip with me, and hopefully you're packing something pretty good. Apparently I pack tins way too loud. I don't know if it comes across in the video, but apparently in person it's loud as shit. I have a tendency to use too much force when I do stuff. Very dark, have a decent pinch taken out right here. Honestly, I'm not upset about that because it's really cheap down here and probably not going to like it. So, woo, make it easier. But here we go. I am not excited about it. Ah! Okay. Yep, coffee. Like, soda doesn't hype me up anymore. I can drink all the soda in the world, it's whatever. Give me 1 cup of coffee, off the wall. Off the very cool wall. I like the way that wall looks. Cheers. I'm taking a pretty big lip so I can get rid of this shit quick. So, here we go. Left as always now. Line it up. Because my OCD, right by the barcode. Very good. Yeah, I'm already not a fan of that, but... Alright, now we get to talking. So I'm in North Carolina, staying with Britain, because some family troubles and stuff, wanted to get away from, wanted to take a break from that shit, and luckily I have these guys who are very nice and very welcoming and just awesome to me. They are seriously my second family, and I love them to death, and it's just great. But I am going home Sunday to finalize the move. I know, lots of different places. I came down here, now I'm going back home, and then moving a couple towns over to downsize and kind of do whatever. And yeah, so life's busy, but that's okay. Life's busy. Sometimes life's busy, sometimes it's not. That's how it goes. But then once I go home on June 29th, I'm seeing B&L live in Boston. It'll be my 11th show, and the new album came out, Silver Ball. If you like B&L, or somewhat like B&L, check this album out. It's fantastic, and honestly, it's probably my favorite album they've done. Awesome, love it. It's also probably the background music you're hearing in my video right now. So yeah, I'm going to my 11th show on the 29th, got the meet and greet. I'm going to meet them. I mean, I've met them before many times. The lead singer and guitarist Ed knows me by name. But I got it anyways again, second row. And then I'm coming back down here on the 5th, and then I'm going to Britain's first B&L show on July 8th. Very exciting, so that'll be 12 shows for me. On the last Summer on Earth 2015 tour, but this one is from the 2013 tour. Anyways, yeah, so that's life. Let's move on to the flavor. Big piece just fell off. It does taste exactly like I remember it. I know some people say it tastes like Pepto-Bismol. I don't get that. I just get a nasty wintergreen along with just plastic, man. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a plasticky taste. Now, some dips have kind of a plasticky taste and kind of a waxy thing going on, but this takes the cake on that. Just very nasty and very artificial. It's even, in its own kind of way, it's more artificial than Grizzly Wintergreen. Not even lying. I truly believe that. Comparison, it almost reminds me of the cheap ones. Kayak Wintergreen comes to mind when I dip this, flavor-wise. So, you know, I'm going to compare it to like Kayak and Longhorn Wintergreen. It's pretty down there. Cut! Well, I mean, whether the Skoal flavor sucks or not, which I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of Skoal flavors I like. I know a lot of people, oh, Skoal's for pussies, whatever. That's another thing I don't subscribe to. I say dip what you want to dip, whether it's Kayak, Copenhagen, Skoal, Grizzly, I don't care. We're all dippers, we're all united by the can, and that's all that matters. So I like a lot of the Skoal flavors, and then there's some that I don't so much like, and then some products I don't like Ready Cut, because that's just lazy to me. Skoal does have a decent cut on it, for the most part, usually. I think it's just your normal long cut, but it is cut well. But I gotta say, this almost seems a little bit shorter cut than the other Skoals. It's kind of strange. Still not a bad cut, and obviously a good cut leads to pretty good packability. I've never really had trouble with Skoal. It doesn't really fall apart. I think the only Skoal product really I've had that really falls apart is Ready Cut. Again, which is kind of ironic, wouldn't you say? Because it's supposed to be more convenient. You don't have to like pack it and shit. Excuse me. Felt good. It just drifts. It's very waxy, and the whole pre-packed thing just comes undone really quick. This packs together okay, I guess. When I first put it in, a big piece did come out, but since then, no real floaters. This mud jug's been sitting for a while. God, it fucking smells emanating from it. It smells like goddamn sewage. It's goddamn nasty. Oh! Texture. Skoal, like I said, by and large, it's cut good and has good packability. And it does have a good texture. It does feel like real tobacco. 100% American tobacco, of course. It does feel real, so it has a good texture. Burn, I mean, I say it every video, I don't usually get a burn anymore. Even from the dips that people claim has the most burn, like Stoker's Wintergreen, Grizzly Wintergreen, whatever it be. Usually Wintergreens, they're the most abrasive, if you didn't know. No burn, just typical dip for me. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got a burn, honestly. But if you're fairly new to dipping, yeah, it'll probably burn like fuck. Nicotine, nicotine. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Now, people like look at Skoal as if it's the lowest nicotine dip out there. Not really. I mean, it still has a decent amount. It's not too much less than like Copenhagen is. As a matter of fact, in Canada, some flavors have more than Copenhagen. But, you know, this is American. Whatever. So, I mean, it's moderate, but it doesn't matter to me. Because, like I said, I dip, and when I'm not dipping, I'm vaping because I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. But July 5th is going to be 2 years since I've had a cigarette. So, that's good. Some people say the vape is cheating and whatnot. Whether or not it is, I stopped cigarettes, and that was my goal. So I'm proud of that, I suppose. No, actually I am. Fuck anyone who's not proud of my pride in quitting. We're going to move on to the spit. Actually, good spit. Nice dark spit, because it's fresh, it's moist, good date, and lots of spit. I find a bit more spit than the fine cut does, although I do like the fine cut better because it doesn't taste like plasticky ass. A little bit sweeter, a little more pure tasting. But pretty good spit and dark spit, so that's good. Lastability. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a can of this shit, so I'm just going to ballpark it here. Usually if it's a dip I've never had or had in a while, I just kind of take the other things and take an educated guess. Since it's so moist and it's a wintergreen and lots of spit, I'm gonna guess that it's probably gonna last a while. It feels like it will. I've been recording this review for about 25 minutes and it's still wet as shit. So I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna last about 45 minutes an hour, something like that, if I were to ballpark it. However, one thing I do remember, now that the taste is the same and I remember what it tastes like, aftertaste. Obviously when it's in you can taste a little bit of wintergreen with overall plasticky ass. But when you take it out, the little bit of wintergreen you taste just fades away and it just leaves a plasticky taste. Nasty. I'm probably going to brush my teeth once I take this out. So yeah, aftertaste isn't great. And now, shoutouts. Oh boy. Again, I don't have my list with me, so I can't really do rotators, so I apologize once I get back home. My list is in my desk and I'll be able to do that again. I know I still have some people on there waiting. I apologize if you've asked for a shout out forever. I'll get to you, I promise. So I'm just going to go off memory here. New shout out, new regular. NY Dips, my good friend Jaden. I met him a few weeks ago on Skype, and he's a good friend of mine. So go check him out. The Community Dip channel, CDC. Eric Dips. And then Smash Mouth Dipper. If he's still making videos, I apologize. I think he is. I haven't been on YouTube much. Number of subscribers, I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone. I normally do it on the computer, but Vegas is being a little bit laggy today. So, better safe than sorry. I'm not going to open up WaterFox to check. And yes, WaterFox is different than Firefox. WaterFox is a 64-bit version of Firefox. Much faster, even than Chrome. Works great. Jesus Christ. All right. We are up to 39,113 subscribers. Holy shit. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Keep dipping and spitting. Keep cracking and packing. Now the rating of Skoal Long Cut Wintergreen. Classic Wintergreen. I don't say this classic shit. I know now that the extras are out and they have the new tins, you have Classic Wintergreen, Classic Mint, Extra Wintergreen. I just call this Skoal Wintergreen, Skoal Mint. I don't say none of that classic shit, because when I started dipping it wasn't called that. This stuff is really an abomination. I mean, to be fair, I am sick of wintergreens right now. About the only wintergreen I like is Stoker's at the moment. But even so, it's just a shit dip. Even people who like wintergreens probably won't like this. And I hate to go with such a common answer. Everyone seems to hate it, but I truly do. It's just nasty to me. I'm going to give it a 3. I can keep it in, but will I get through a tin of it? I don't know. It might be a bit of a struggle to get through this whole tin. Never mind the fucking second one. So yeah, 3 out of 10. Would I dip it again? No. I wouldn't. Fuck that. But yeah, so that's been the video. I'm going to be heading home Sunday, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and stock up on dip till then. But, yeah, if you haven't, check out my second channel, Joey Let's Dippin' 2. I'd really appreciate it. And also, my Facebook has over 1,000 likes. Just hit over 5,000 on Instagram. But I'm trying to get to 1,000 on Twitter. I'm at like 980 something. So go over there and follow me if you wouldn't mind. And anyways, like this video if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.